So here we are, Mike Robles, at the biggest parade in the world, the Puerto Rican Day Parade 2012, and I'm here with the one and only Mr. Joe Jackson. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. I'm enjoying this whole situation that's going on, especially all these parades and all the people I'm meeting. Yes, it's fantastic. I'm glad to be here with Taina too as well.
Well, that's great. How does it feel to be surrounded by so many Puerto Ricans? We're talking about 3 million Puerto Ricans today, Joe.
Well, it's good. I've always been friends to the Puerto Ricans because I did a lot of television work in Puerto Rico about about 3 weeks ago. I was there in Puerto Rico, and so let's promote my cologne, and stuff like that. Yeah.
What's the name of the cologne?
Perfume, huh?
It's a cologne or perfume?
Perfume. It's a perfume. It's called a Legacy, and tribute, and this is some good stuff. It's for men and women.
I like that. I like that. Now, no one would know better as far as putting, an artist out there and creating an artist's look, sound. I mean, I don't know if you want to share your secret, but what can you share with us as far as putting a successful artist out there?
Well, in order to make an artist successful, you have to have full control of what's going on with the artist. Now, artists has to also like what they're doing. You just can't there's no shortcuts. A lot of hard work, and you do hard work a long time, you have to get paid for it.
Now, do you have any Latino blood in you? I only ask because I know one of your sons, his name is Tito, and Tito is a Puerto Rican name, so I'm just wondering how the Tito came about.
Well, it's a name that came from a Western actor, and he's playing an Indian in that movie. See, my grandfather was Choctaw Indian. Yeah, and so we all know the family, as well as the family heritage. It goes back in the Indian countries. Yes.
Now, before we speak about your artist, Taina here, is there anything you'd like to discuss before we get to your artist? Whether it's
I want to speak about our president of the United States, Obama. He's a good president, and it's very hard for anyone, and he's the president, to deal with things that he inherited. And he had nothing to do with the country the way it was in trouble with. So he's trying to straighten it out, and he's doing a good job, and I hope he gets the next chance to straighten it out on the next term. And I want all the Puerto Ricans to get behind him, and all the other Latin American people, get behind Obama, because he's for real.
Well, the Puerto Ricans, what we can do is we can give them a big huepa. Are you familiar with that word, huepa?
Well, huepa, yeah, right.
The West Coast, our Mexican brothers and sisters can give them a big orale.
I'm looking for them to say that too. Hale, yeah?
We can give them an orale huepa, Barack Obama.
Hole huepa, yeah.
Did he just say hole?
Yeah.
He meant orale, orale.
Orale.
Orale, there you go. We're doing it. So tell us about your new artist here, Taina. Welcome. Welcome to our Puerto Rican Day Parade here. Who's the new artist, Joe? Tell me about Taina.
Well, Taina, she loves to entertain people, and she seems like that she enjoy everything about entertainment. She's Puerto Rican, and I don't know what the other half is about, but...
What's the other half, Taina?
It's just pura boricua.
Oh, you're in for later. You're 100% Puerto Rican. That's TNT right there.
That's it right there, huh? Yeah, okay. That's fantastic. But I'm glad to be working with her on some things there, and looking forward to getting involved with many more things that I think she can handle.
That's great. So, Taina, I have to ask you first of all, welcome. How did you meet Joe Jackson? How did the whole thing come about?
We keep saying this. Well, I met Joe. Frank found me in a concert. He's been with Joe for 30 years. He's his personal bodyguard. And he got my package to Joe, and then Joe came and watched me perform at the Count Basie. I was opening up for a couple of groups that were going on. So when he saw my show, that was it. He signed me after that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to ask this. Is it intimidating to work with a legend like Joe Jackson? We know who he is, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody knows who he is. All right. We don't have to even say who he is. So is that like intimidating? How does that feel?
When I first, yes, actually, when I first met Joe, it was scary. It was intimidating. That's Michael Jackson's father, King of Pop. So, but Joe's very warm, and he made me feel very comfortable, and he did a lot to help me. He's really good-hearted, and after that, I was like, hi. It was regular.
Everything was regular. Okay. And what's your genre? What type of music are we gonna expect?
Right now, we're working on the Latin market. So I have a few songs so far, but we're trying to complete the album. So, that's what we're doing.
Nice. And when does the new stuff drop? When can we expect all this? I'm excited. I mean, the fact that I'm curious more than just to hear this. This is gonna be great.
Yes, it is. I'm hoping, within the next month or so, we want to get this going right away. So.
I mean, it's like, what advice would you give a young Latina who basically just wants to probably live a dream like you?
Never to give up. Surround yourself with good people. Put God first, and believe in yourself. That's
And all that, just believe and make it happen.
You have to be hungry. You have to go for it. And, that's the advice I would give, no matter what. Don't be discouraged. It's hard, but keep going. Press on.
Or can I get a nice big wepa for all the Boricuas out there? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Wepa!
Joe Jackson, a big wepa for our folks?
Wepa.
You gotta like stretch it out like wepa. Like.
Wepa.
Sir, that was a pleasure. It's such an honor to meet you. Is there anything else you would like to say before we let you go? If there's anything?
Yeah, this parade look like it's gonna be a good parade because they keep saying it's the biggest parade that's ever. So I'm here to see. I'm here to find out.
And last thing, again, I asked her the question: if there's any young kids out there who might want to be the next big artists out there, what would you tell them to do?
Make sure that whatever they like to do, whether it's an entertainer or sports or anything like that, they have to want to do it. They have to stick to it and rehearse to make it happen. So that's what it's about. It's all left up with the artists or the sports people to deal with the situation.
The one and only Joe Jackson. And I can't wait to hear Taina. A pleasure. Thank you for being with us. This is going to be good. I don't know what it is, but I already feel just being around you that this is going to be hot stuff. And I'm not even hearing it, but I'm feeling it. Isn't that cool?
It's good if you can go to the bank often. Yeah.
It's good if you can go to the bank often. I mean, you got to trademark that line. How do you know when it feels good?
When you go into the bank, you're doing all right. Okay.
I love it.
Ready to wash over this empty land.